Okay, do another quick video, just reminding people about the significance of today when we convert over October to 12. Okay, because of the October being the 10th month and December being named for the 10th month. Okay, October the 27th becomes 12/27. So this is the day that is programmed into the DeLorean. Okay. I'll look at this death here as well. Destination, but destruction as well. This is the date in the last Back to the Future where Marty is pushed along by the steam train, and the steam train gets destroyed, which again has the 131 numerology on it, which we could change to like Halloween is 131. We could change that numerology through to, again, we could change that through to 12/31. Okay, so this is the date that they're coming back, that Marty is coming back on, and then subsequently the DeLorean is destroyed on this day. Okay, so this is 127 numerology here, which again, if you look at the gematria for train, 127 is in that numerology, and also Madonna has 127 numerology, and Madonna matches up with train. Okay, so this is a very hot date for Madonna. I was actually thinking Boxing Day through to this day, like late last night, would have been the time, if it was going to happen, when it would have happened. But we've still got all of today to go yet. So I thought I'd do a reminder anyway of what's in Back to the Future, okay? And of course, what happens here, Marty makes this final jump back, okay, across the bridge that is not there. And what happens to the steam train, the 131? It's destroyed. So this ends up at the bottom of the ravine, which now becomes Eastwood Ravine, and I'll show you a nice little number jump with Clint Eastwood and why maybe he's been referenced here, I'm not sure. And anyway, that happens, and then Marty makes the leap back, and notice, for people that have been watching Steve Fletcher, notice what happens here. I'll play just the start of this, and notice what happens with the, I don't know what you call it, when the DeLorean finally breaks back through into this time period, right? Listen to it breaking back through. You notice we had the 3 knocks, that we've just been having the knock reference with the opening of the gateway. Yeah, this is the Golden Gate Bridge here. The 3 knocks that well, I don't think they're doing 3 knocks with the Pope, but we just had, well, and they're still doing it. We've just had all those references with the knocking at the door, okay, and then we've had the 3 knocks here, and then of course he rolls into town, and we have the Eastwood reference here. Let me just show you the Eastwood reference real quick. Can I get it without showing all this other crud? Here it is. Okay, Clint Eastwood's birthday, 5/31/1930. Look at this palindromic number right here. Again, I don't know how common it is to have palindromic numbers like coming close to one another all the time. I don't know if it's something that happens a lot or something that just is marginally special. I'm not sure, but anyway, we've got another palindromic number jump here, 34543, and it takes us to Boxing Day, the 26th of December, which is kind of interesting because, again, with the reference to the Hoover Dam, because Clint Eastwood has this film $1 Million Baby, which is a boxing film for Boxing Day, a reference, okay, and it's called $1 Million Baby, yeah, with all the references on the dollar bill that I've shown, you know, $1 Million Baby, okay, and again, it's a play with words, right? If we're having the Hoover Dam event, that's the idea of a new baby being born, okay, and it's going to cost you $1 million. It's going to cost a lot of money, because what they're going to do is they're going to take the dollar to zero. I'm almost like, I just feel like that's what's going to happen. You know, the dollar's going bye-bye, and in return we're going to have a rebirth event where they do hand over the country back to us. But it's going to be, I tell you, if it happens, the country will be in a much different place. Anyway, so that's what we have. Where was I at? So, but what happens in this scene, and this is what's this reference with Madonna in this scene, is where the DeLorean gets destroyed. And let me show you just one more thing. As he rolls past this car here, hang on, he's looking at it, right? So this is to say, have a look at this. Have a look at this number plate here. Oh, if I could just stop it in the right. Oh, so close. But I have learnt that you can go back just less than 5 seconds by just using the I don't know what those things are called. Those funny little arrow keys with the comma and the full stop on it. I don't know what those are called. Anyway, notice this reference to 619 to Juneteenth here. Again, Marty's birthday, well, Michael J. Fox's birthday is 6/9. Okay, so we have this reference back to his birthday as well with 6/9. But Juneteenth brings us, see if I've got it here. Juneteenth, I went from Juneteenth when it first was made a holiday through to this date, and it's 1291. Nothing super duper interesting about that. I mean, obviously, if we break the numbers down, it's pretty interesting. But if you were to look at the 19th of December now, okay, if you read back to the center, something that I often do is, you know, with the idea of the palindromic number, is there's a center point to read to. But anyway, read to the center there. The 19th of December, I don't have it up, but if I could show you, I'll show you what it's in reference to. The 19th of December, if I just tell you what it is if you were to take mercurial years for Donald Trump's age, he would be, and I'm using the numbers off of Wikipedia for mercurial years, so it's 87.9691 years for a mercurial year, okay? And then you divide his days by that number, okay? So sorry, it's days. Did I say years there? Change that to days. Okay, so you're going to divide his age, which I don't know what it was. I think it was 28,678 days on 12/19. What you're going to end up with is a number that's very, very close to this number here. Okay, 326. Forget the zeros. In fact, if you do that division for his mercurial years, you'll get 326.0008344. Okay, so it's a reference to this number here. Why is this important? Because if you go from the Hoover Dam's birthday through to 12/31/2024, that's the number of days. This is the original number of days, the original date of Madonna's release date for Who's That Girl, the song. I've got it on one of my old videos. They've since changed it in Wikipedia, but you can still find it out there as a date that references. I showed it the other day. I think it was on a TikTok post. Okay, so 6/23 is that date. I have a personal time with this date as well. But what is interesting about this is there is another date coming up which also ties to mercurial years with Donald Trump, and it's the 29th. And that's if you do a division by 88 on his on the day, how many days old he is. Okay, on the 29th, that will come out at exactly 326. So the 29th is obviously a hot date to look for as well for something to happen. But with all that being said, 1219 that we've just had ties Donald Trump back to this number, and this number ties to the Hoover Dam. Okay, and again, Juneteenth now ties this numerology back with Donald Trump. Yeah, the three. So you see how that goes round in a circle there. Okay, so I wanted that to be clear. What else do we have in here? So this Juneteenth is kind of important with the tie back round to Donald Trump and to the end of the Hoover Dam. Okay, yes, there's some fudgery there, reading the number onto the center. But what's interesting about this connection with that 623 and Who's That Girl is that in the actual film Who's That Girl, okay, Madonna is in a Rolls Royce and ducks in front of a locomotive. Oh, why am I'm going the wrong way here. I want to go this way. Ducks in front of a locomotive. Oh, where are we at? Here we go. That is essentially the same as this train here, this locomotive here. She drives by it in a Rolls Royce, and of course later on Marty is going to avoid a collision with a Rolls Royce, okay, later on in this end of this film. And this is all tying back with Madonna now, okay, and the DeLorean. The DeLorean is the Matrix. The DeLorean is the Hoover Dam. The DeLorean is Madonna, okay. It's all the same symbolism. This thing is going to be destroyed by this thing here, which is MC, the Mac, okay. This thing here is, we've got the Son, yeah, Christ, C, and then we've got Mary, M, yeah, the Virgin Mary colors here, okay. This thing is going to destroy this thing, yeah. That's the only way you can destroy this thing, is going back to Christ. And Christ in the perfect format is Christmas, is Merry Christmas. Mary and Christ in perfect union, okay? Perfectly balanced. That's the only way you can get rid of this, by going back to that thing. This thing's going to be destroyed. So, October 127, which is in Madonna's numerology, and with Train, the connection back with Train to Madonna. And then it is also in the dartboard as well. Let me just show you that very quickly. This is why it is another hot date, really. Because if you take Madonna's numbers here and come across, you see pi on the other side. And then what you'll see is that one side of that is, yeah, 1, 7, and 2 here. And then if we go to the opposite side of that, we've got 1, 2, 5, which is like Christmas again. Okay, so this was dates with this numerology has always been on the hot list. Dates with pi has already been on the hot list, and dates with this numerology has been on the hot list for a while. And obviously dates that cross here as well are also on the hot list. So there's lots of stuff to be looking at with Madonna. Anyway, this is going to be destroyed, and again, Who's That Girl, the music video, okay, 6/23 was the original release date for that. And then this thing is pulverized, okay. Was there anything else I wanted to show you in there? I don't know. Madonna's number jump from her actual birthday is 66 years and 133 days to today. And I'm going to show you why this is, again, significant in just 1 second. But notice the 2424 here. Okay, 2424. Yeah, it's all. Well, let's go down here as well. Yeah, 2424. 2 sevens, 221. That's well interesting with the composite numbers there, because that kind of is a personal reference for me. So this is a whole personal reference for me. But yeah, read it backwards. 331 was Christmas, was Easter this year, And Christopher Walken, whose birthday happens to be on that day this year, yeah, ties back with Madonna. Who else? Ewan McGregor, who's in Train Spotting. Yeah, did we spot the big train? And Madonna is Train in Gematria. Again, his birthday, 331. Okay, I have another personal reference to this number. Okay, with the idea of the prodigal son. It's just a personal reference to me. But again, 2424. I've shown you a ton of, a ton of stuff with the 241 numerology in palindromic numbers that tie back to the Hoover Dam for Madonna and tie to Billy Idol as well. So, I don't know. It's looking, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff right now that is lining up. It's not usually, I'll put it this way. When I'm looking at stuff, it's like, right now is like an avalanche compared to normal. Okay, that's all I can say about it. Right now, there is just a whole, to use a bad pun, there's a deluge of information coming right now with this stuff. Okay, anyway, I think we've covered pretty much everything. Oh, this is the next one we'll be looking at, is Kamala. Okay, I found some interesting stuff with her as well, for the 28th and 29th. I honestly think they're going to whack her in right before it happens. She's going to be the destroyer, yeah? Devi. Okay? And it's going to be under her watch. What have I got here? Yeah, this was back to Boxing Day with Clint Eastwood. Okay? So this is well interesting, when you're doing the timeline here and he comes across Eastwood Ravine, yeah, Boxing Day, and he's coming across, and we've got just a little bit of time. We're in, we could be in the final stages here. I don't know. And then this thing's destroyed. Yeah, this is the Matrix. This is what represents the system we're living in right now. And so does the Hoover Dam, and so does Madonna. Okay. Yeah, I think that's got to be it, innit? I don't think there's anything else in the show. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on another one soon. Alright, cheers, bye.